Hello there, welcome back to DayZ in Namalsk. I'm back outside Norinsk, the Norinsk factory, the guardhouse. This is where I just spawned back in. Now we're going to make our way to Athena 2, which I think is just a short way from here. A couple of things I need to point out before we get going. First, of course, you'll notice I've got a new jacket. Not a big deal. That's probably the least important thing. Over the last 24 hours, I've done a lot of looting and re-looting in the areas that we've already been to, including going back to the research laboratory and the uranium mine. And once again, we found something. We found Project Athena planning. Now, I have not read this, believe it or not, saving that for, well, for now. The other thing we did find was a blowtorch, and I've attached a gas cylinder to it, and I'm hoping that this will fix the problem with the fuel tank. Well, to be honest, I know it will, because I hovered over it. So I can repair this, so that is a load off my mind. So let's do that right away. Is that fully repaired? Well, I can't repair it anymore. So it wasn't the epoxy resin. I never found any of that. And it also wasn't... It wasn't requiring an external power source. That's what I was really dreading. Now, I've never read a document in DayZ. Read. Oh, it's quite long. I'll just try and give it a summary of all this. Primarily aims to utilize a newly discovered alien structure on the island of Namalsk. Well, that's news. This project, if successful, will create the first ever artificial wormhole known to mankind. As of now, 2008, there are 3 main research complexes. Object Athena 1, which we visited briefly in the last episode, is the core of our research. A1 underground laboratories. This underground is accessible from the Athena Research Institute. Object Athena 2, which is where I'm currently planning on going, is focused on the A1 research applications, currently focused on developing advanced flux capacitors, which will enable us to further advance our experiments at A1/A3 facilities. What the hell's A3? It's not on the map. Object Athena 3 is currently being constructed. There we will attempt the feat of replicating the results of our A1 research using our own tech. Right, so obviously we need to find the A1 underground laboratories. Well, it kind of helps. It kind of just confuses me further. The A1 underground research laboratories. Did we miss something at the research institute? An entrance? I mean, we went into the basement. There was no further access. Both the, well, what looked like tunnels were blocked off with a wire mesh. Wasn't able to get through them. I don't really see any other option but to go to Athena 2, which is marked on the map, and see if there's any more information to be gleaned there. Can't help but thinking I'm missing all sorts of things. At least my truck's fixed. There it is. A2. Kind of like a smaller version of the research institute. Where the hell are you? Oh, you came out of nowhere. I've no idea what I'm going to need here. I guess perhaps the best thing to do would be to have a look first. That leads straight down. Let's just check out all the points of entry first. Maybe that's the only one. Clearly that doesn't open. What about these? No. And no. This one does, though. Okay, let's assume it's just those two entrances. Garage's maintenance power station. Oh, ventilation maintenance. Say anything about what? Oh, what's downstairs? Underground facilities. What I don't understand is where are the A1 underground facilities? I may have to go back and check the research institute and see if there was something we missed. But it's possible, but I've been through it at least twice now. Oh, it just goes outside. So all routes lead down, right? Just check the other one quickly. This goes down also. Oh. Shit. I don't like the sound. Maybe I'll try the other one. Don't like the sound of enemies in the dark. Don't like much like the look of them either. Right, if that's the case, what's going to be best? Let's give this one a go. Going back up. Yeah, that's how it works. There's no in between. Can I sorry, just quickly read that. A1 sample laboratories and continue down. Okay. First basement floor. Will any infected down here be able to see me? Imagine they will because of my shining light on my head. Research and Development Offices, Warehouse, A1 Sample Laboratories, Main Staircase and Main Elevator. Well, I guess we can forget about the elevator. It's a major shaft. Is that a ladder? Oh, I don't like that very much. Well, there's a staircase. Let's use that. Well, this is a bit more techy looking. Bitcoin mining. This is where all your graphics cards are. That's why they're so bloody expensive. Flax RD laboratory. It did mention flax in that document we found. What's this? Blood test kit. That's a bit disappointing. We already know what blood type I am. That noise is getting louder. So assume it's not coming from outside. Just see how dark it is down here. If we run out of a light source, we may as well just quit the game. I'd never get out. Beam room. This is the beam room. Still just generic loot. Small backpack, nothing in it. Another axe? What's with all the axes? Ah, is this the same thing? No, we found another document. Okay, so what we read before is Project Athena planning, Namalsk crisis escalation. Just try and highlight the main points of interest. Let's hope there are some. That's freaked me out a bit. While our security is doing their best to keep us on site and working, the conflict is indeed raging on the surface. We are uncertain of how much time remains until this ends in an unpredictable situation. We have received some vague reports about some partially cloaked killer creatures. What the hell? Maybe I'll continue reading that document later. Oh, I didn't see that. There's a thing. Oh, that muon detector. I did bring it. Let me just see if that does anything. Not really. I'm at a bit of a loss. Let's have another look at that document we found. So the EVRs are linked to this attempt to create a wormhole, clearly. Lots of talk of tests, but no operation manuals or anything like that. Core structure of A1. I mean, there was nothing there. There was just a kind of bridge and a hole in the ground. Well, doesn't really tell me what to do, though. What's that? Hey, my detector's beeping. Been running around with it switched on sometimes, when I can remember. I think we kind of understood that it was an early warning of an EVR storm. Now, will I be safe from an EVR down here? I wonder. I'm not 100% clueless to what is going on. It's just that I am not fully aware of what it is I'm supposed to do. I'm trying to remember the way I came in. I remember coming around there. Hey. This was glowing red. Start flax reactor. Whoa! Shit! I can't stop the flax reactor. That made any difference to anything? Well, the attack happened and the machine stopped running. So what have we learnt? Well, I can operate that thing. I can operate the piece of machinery in there. But to what purpose, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look it up. Nothing on the map to suggest that there is anything underground at Athena 1. I know I got into a bit of a state when I was here, because I was getting attacked. Perhaps there was somewhere I missed. Perhaps there was an entrance here. That was through those blast doors. do not want to get caught here again. Just going to satisfy myself there is no way through that we didn't see first time round. Gatehouse, yes. This is obviously a way through, isn't it? I'll take that magazine. I think I've got that gun now. So this is the way. Or the old way, anyway. Yeah, A1. A1 surface floor, gatehouse, Athena R1 connector, underground entrance, ventilation maintenance, canals, etc., etc. So this was, or is, or was the way through. There's a mesh, you can't get through. Underground facilities, main elevator. It's blocked off. Service tunnel access. And yet not. And yet not. So no, that isn't the answer. There's no way through. Not here, anyway. Rather than let the adventure kind of, like, get bogged down, might be best if I actually find out what it is I'm supposed to do. I kind of know what I've got to do now. The machine that we started running before, Athena 2, needs to be running. And then we need to come here. How am I going to get back in time? That truck is so slow. Coming up the hills, it's slower than walking. So I could drive part the way and run the rest of it. So we have to head back to Athena 2 and await another EVR storm. Now, I don't know if there's going to be another one today. Usually only one in a 24-hour period. Detector's not beeping. So there's nothing for it. We just have to camp here until we hear our detector beep. Then we fire at the machine, and then we go as fast as we can for A1. After that, I don't know. Don't want to look too far into it and ruin it for myself. What time is it now? It'll be getting dark soon, so I don't really relish the idea of trying to get to A1 in the dark. That'll make it even worse. So we'll have to start the next episode once my detector starts beeping. At that moment, we'll take the story forward. See what we see at A1, if we can get there fast enough. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you join me, because it's certainly getting interesting now, if it wasn't before. At least as far as the story's concerned. Okay, see you next time. Bye for now.